But what I'm going to say to you is that that moment, it didn't play well.
If you want me to tell my side of the story, then shut up and let me tell my side of the story.
Married at First Sight, season 19, episode 14. I think it's the reunion. This is part 2 of my review. Hopefully you've had a chance to watch the first part. I did. And leave a comment for me. Hopefully you've thumbs it up. Hype up the video, y'all. This is something new. Hype up the video, okay? So we left off yesterday where Kevin showed flashback of the couple's meeting like a week after they all said yes at Megan's home, which her home is beautiful. I love Megan's home. It's absolutely beautiful. And basically, Chad said he felt like they ganged up on him, and I totally agreed with him. Because it's like everybody was ganging up on him. And then Jalen jumped in, which I think the mama should have said, no, I got this. But Jalen is Belinda's mouthpiece, okay? And when Chad said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and leave, F y'all, she was like, of course. Why are you talking to him about his marriage to your mama? That's why I don't want no more mama-daughter. I don't want no more of this couple family members on Married at First Sight, okay? He went in the kitchen. He said, you know, this, y'all was ganging up on me. This was planned. And he was like, get this mic off of me. And I totally agree with him. I totally agree with Chad. And I really do appreciate him walking out of there, okay? Let's not forget Chad is a veteran, combat veteran. Read between the lines what I'm saying. And he's unstable. Okay, he looks like he's drunk. He's there, he's drinking. He should not be drinking, Todd. Did I say Todd? Chad, get you some help. Talking about Todd, be sure to check out the video I did about Candy and Todd's divorce. Like, why y'all surprised? I'm confused. But anyways, that's not why we're here. We're talking about marriage. Okay, so that's where we left off this morning. And I really do not appreciate Kevin jumping on the bandwagon, okay? I do appreciate Megan says, you know, I know her. And Megan's face was like, you know, I really do appreciate that she's saying, you know, I know him. I work underneath him and stuff like that. But I really did not appreciate Kevin ganging up on him. So comment below. Let me know what you think. If you're new here, my name is Janice. Welcome. Be sure to leave a comment for me. Let me know if you are new here to my forever and returning cousins. I absolutely love you. I adore you. Thank you so much for your love, your consistent support. Thank you for the comments. And this is the new thing to hype up the video. So be sure to leave a comment for me, like the video, and hype up the video. I absolutely love you. I adore you. Thank you so much for all that you have done for me and my YouTube journey. Okay, so we pick up. It really annoys me. So another thing you need to do is watch my video about Jalen and Josh. Big booty, wide booty hips, Josh. I am so annoyed that he played Jalen. And I don't even like Jalen, okay? I don't even like the girl. But I am very upset that he played her. See the video I did. I think I'm going to do an extended video on them. This is why, ladies, I do not believe in giving men chances. If you don't like him, that's it. Shout out to cousin Alyssa. Shout out to cousin Alyssa who mentioned that my birthday girl, the other Alyssa, Married at First Sight Boston, she did not like, what's his name? Chris. I think his name was Chris, right? With his yellow teeth. Let me see what cousin Alyssa said. Hold on. Okay, let's look at this quick little shorts that I did. Just a part of it, what I said about Josh, okay? Big booty. Big and wide hips, Josh, is why I don't believe in giving men chances, girls. I don't believe in the Married at First Sight season 19. Okay, so be sure to watch that little shorts. Leave a comment for me. So cousin Alyssa said, I love this. She said, I give the example of how Kanye chased Kim for 10 years and still cheated on her when pregnant and continued to embarrass her and himself. Don't give chances. Don't give them chances, ladies. That's why I like Alyssa from the Boston Citizen. She knew Chris wasn't right, just like his teeth. Okay. So if you didn't watch that review, go and watch the teeth, honey, because them teeth was yellow. I was like, no, what is that? Okay. And so we love and appreciate her. She's one of our favorite ladies on Married at First Sight. Of course, our girl Merla, Queen Merla is the queen, honey. When she dropped the Dusty, that's another one. Queen Merla gave him a chance. Soon as she gave the Dusty a chance, he don't give him. He's another one with a big booty for a man. His behind to kiss. Okay. So, ladies, don't give these men chances. If you like him, you like him. If you don't like him, you don't like him. But the moment you give a chance, please understand he's going to turn around, kick you in your teeth, and give it his big, wide behind for you to kiss. And over here at the church girl, we don't kiss asses. Okay. All right. So be sure to watch that video. Okay. So we picked up. So, he basically apologized and, like seeing yourself on camera, he wished he could have handled it better, but he couldn't take it back. Again, like I said, I really appreciate Megan speaking up and saying that he feel cornered. I appreciated that. And Pat also said that Chad felt ganged up on. And then Kevin asks Belinda how she felt. And it just bugs me that Belinda just refused to kind of give him a little bit of, well, I can see how you felt cornered. You know what I mean? And it just really, really annoys me. So then Belinda is going to bring up her ex. My ex used to be like that, and he would raise his voice. And I hate that she said Chad was trying to manipulate her into thinking producers were trying to do something to her and to them. I hate that. As if we haven't heard stories from other cast members that producers have been doing stuff to kind of egg them on and do stuff to them. And so again, here she is now ganging up with the production against Chad, because even Pat said, we were texting a lot and he was frustrated with production. And to me personally, I believe production was trying to get Chad to act out of character. Granted, I think that as a man, no matter what, you should not get out of character. But I also think with him dealing with the PTSD, and I'm not making excuses for Chad, but I'm just trying to be fair and balanced with his challenges, and he should not be on the show. Again, Chad should have not been on the show. Kevin really asked him why did you wanted to come on the show? And he said, you know what? He thought it would be divine intervention because nothing else has worked. And Chad, I just think for now, you don't need to date. I think that you need to go to counseling, extensive counseling, the VA offer counseling, and really, really get some help and figure out a way to deal with your drinking and anger issue, and which he probably did because he said he works out, he goes to the ranch. But going on TV in this high pressured environment is not good for Chad. It's not good for a lot of people. We've heard how they've had to record for 18 hours for the day. So that's a lot of pressure for somebody who's already on edge. But I'm sure the experts, aka the producers, they knew that. But they thought they could get more out of somebody who has PTSD. We're just assuming, we don't know, we're not doctors, who's on edge. They could get more out of him. They could get more drama out of him. And I hate that. I felt like Chad was, what's the word? He was used for his trauma. That's how I feel. They use Chad for his trauma. They monetized his trauma. Because you can't possibly tell me Fake Pascal, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pia, and the producers that here's a man married 3 times, combat vet, and you think he's a good candidate to put in high pressured environment. You can't possibly tell me that. But this is what they do. So Belinda acting like, oh, I know the producers were not doing anything to me. He was trying to manipulate me to thinking they were trying to do anything to me. They did do something to him. They did. They used his trauma. And they're monetizing his trauma. And they continue to put him in these situations that annoy him and irritate him. So then Kevin brings up the whole text situation, and I hate what Josh did. Of course, big booty, wide hips, Josh. Oh, we text a lot, but I don't remember him. Excuse me, any specific task about production. I just want to say I never had any problems with production. And I don't think they were trying to manipulate my relationship. How much did they pay you to say that, Josh? Because you're sellable. You're sellable. Okay? And then Jalen is going to jump in. Yeah, I believe Chad. I do not think Chad is lying. Chad is a 60-year-old man who he's at the point in his life, listen, I don't give a F what's going on. So for Chad to make up a lie, he don't have the ability to make up no lie like that. No, Jalen and Josh, y'all have the ability, and Belinda, you have the ability to make up a lie. And I believe Chad. I believe it. And hello, they're not together today. They're not together today. So who's lying? Was Chad lying or was Josh and Jalen lying? I just want to know because Josh and Jalen are not together. So obviously Chad was telling the truth. But no, we want to act like, oh, he wasn't doing anything. And I don't feel like they were trying to manipulate my relationship. Use a lie. Use a lie. So then he asks Belinda, are you dating? And she's smiling. Well, let me just say Chad did apologize for hurting people, but I think that's just him being mature. I would have been like, use a lie. I have the text right here. Use a lie. Okay, so I appreciate him saying that. Just say it ended. So Belinda, she's dating. She didn't think she would meet anyone. Jalen met the person and he likes her. He likes him and he is someone she can see her mom with. You said the same thing about Chad. You and your mama ain't no good judge of character. You said the same thing about Chad. So which one is it, Jalen? Huh? Which one is it? But anyways, I'm happy that Belinda is dating. I want people to be together. God did not create us to be by ourselves. And for those people who desire to be with someone, I want them to be with someone. And I think if Chad goes to counseling and get help and get him a life coach, he will eventually meet somebody and be happy with that person. So then we get to these two. And, there's a commercial break and she's fixing her boobs and looking at pink lips, and she's asking Britney to check her boobs. And I'm like, girl, please, let's not talk about your boobs. Okay. Flat cakes. Okay. Flat cakes. Okay. For 27. But anyways, let's not talk about boobs. Girl, cousin, come to find out, Will had to go away. So they're no longer together. And Kevin asked Britney, when was the last time you guys spoke? And she was like, a year and a half ago. And he was like, a year and a half ago. So apparently after decision day, Will had to go away for a week. And he went away and he said, stuff still didn't sit well with me. And, you know, he said when he came home, he was going to have a conversation with her. She said she kind of had an inkling it was going to happen. Kevin asked him, well, why didn't you say no on decision day? And I'm like, he did say no, but y'all bamboozled him into saying yes. And he asked him, why did you say yes? He was like, I was caught up in the moment. I didn't want her to see her crying. Exactly. Exactly, ladies. You do not want a man to marry you out of pity. And men, you don't want a woman to marry you out of pity. He should marry you because he want to lay his life down for you. He want to work to take care of you and provide for you and protect you. He want to marry you because he loves you. Okay, you want to marry him because he's just this wonderful guy. He's godly, he's Christ-like, he can provide, he can protect. He's a good man, has a good name, can be a good father. Okay? So Kevin asked her, would you have liked for him to say yes on decision day? And she said, I mean, would you have liked for him to say no? And I'm like, he did say no. He did say no. And I'm going to come back and do a whole other video on this, because for the people on Facebook that is, and YouTube, you know, I don't watch other people's videos, okay? But people have been sending me stuff that think Britney missed a bullet. Tell me you're delusional without telling me you're delusional. Tell me you ain't got no good man without telling me you don't have no good man. Tell me you don't know how to date and choose a good man without telling me you don't know how to go to. Of course, I am not saying Will is a good man, all of that. But this idea that Britney missed a bullet, y'all are delusional. If anybody missed a bullet, is Will Pink Lips missed a bullet. Britney and missed a bullet. Will Pink Lips missed a bullet. The crying, the begging, the pleading. I love you. You're the best man I've ever met in my whole life. Oh my God, I just love you. I want you. You're wonderful. You're great. Hello. Who was on national TV crying and pleading and begging for him not to dump her and break up with her? It wasn't Will. So I'm trying to figure out where y'all come up talk about Britney missed a bullet. No, she didn't. Will is the one that missed a bullet, because there's no way any man in their right mind can choose to stay with this train wreck of a woman for the rest of their lives. I don't know. I don't know where y'all get y'all these ideas from. So then we go see a video of the breakup, right? So let's look at this little clip of him saying, I don't want this with you anymore.
You felt like it was love, or you were That's tough for me too.
Now, I don't want to do this with you anymore. She said, you don't want to be married anymore. No, he didn't want to be married to you anymore on decision day. But you're begging and pleading and crying and about to have a heart attack made him just say yes, probably just to calm you down, to get away from the experts and the producers who beat him over his head of saying yes. He said no. His mind was made up. And one thing I can appreciate about Will is he's very analytical. Okay, even if he got pink lips, he's very analytical. And Will is, like, I have to say, one of the, if not the most analytical man that has ever been on Married at First Sight. I'm thinking. But the way he think about stuff and the way he analyze things, I don't think we've ever seen that on Married at First Sight. I really do appreciate it, because that's a true man, in that men are analytical. They're analytical. Okay? Real men. You know, real men are analytical. So let's go through and talk it through it. Okay, maybe I don't have to come back and do another video, because y'all is delusional. Y'all is delusional. So he gets his suitcase, his packet, and she says, the way you are acting right now is just like.
Acting right now is great.
she said, please don't do this. Who missed the bullet? Who missed the bullet? Who's running after a man told you he don't want you, he don't want to do this? You're running after him. Please don't do this. Who missed the bullet? The one that's begging and pleading after he done told you he don't want you. He done told you he don't want you. But y'all just insist she missed the bullet. Let's go on. Let's see what else the dum-dum said. Can you tell me you love me? What? He doesn't love you, Britney. He doesn't love you. He's leaving you. Hello? If he loved you, he would not be leaving you. My gosh, she's such a pygmisha. He said that's not going to help anything out right now. Hello? He said no. You're going to go. Yes. He's going to go. His suitcase is packed. He's going towards the door. He's going out the door. Yes, he's going to go, Britney. He's going, girl. Do you want somebody to be there because they really love you and want to be there? Or you want them to be there because you're crying and begging and pleading? We're not done talking. Yes, he is. He says, oh, girl, I can't. I cannot. How Britney missed a bullet? Show me your husband. She missed a bullet. What? Where is people getting all this stuff from? I don't understand. Where y'all getting all this stuff from? Let's just finish watching this little thing and then I need to run because my baby has tutoring, test-taking skills. Tutoring in a few.
My life.
So basically, Will is saying I'm moving on with my life. And here go the Big Misha. And that's the new name, Big Isha. Okay.
And figuring that out and how to do that and what's going on.
What?
Oh, Lord Jesus. Here she go, begging and pleading. What have I done that is so bad?
What have I done that is so bad to where you have to treat me like I'm nothing?
Because you're nothing. You're nothing to him. You are nothing to him, girl. You're nothing to him, yet you are begging and pleading for him to stay with you and love. Ooh, girl. Ooh. Oh. You're nothing to him, yet you're begging and pleading for him to be with you, Britney. Girl, what's wrong with you? That's going to be my next thumbnail for my next video. Girl, what's wrong with you? What is wrong? Huh? What's wrong with you, girl? I gotta go. I'll come back and do the other part. I'm sure it's going to be tomorrow, girl, because I can't go to sleep. I love you. Let me know what you think about this. I don't think I've ever seen anybody as bad as Britney. Cousins, help me out in the comments, but I think Britney's as far as begging and pleading for a man to pick you and want you when he don't want you, girl. I gotta go. I love you. Let me know what you think. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye. Bye.